Okay.
All right, yeah.
Can everyone hear me?
Good.
Okay. This is a wonderful, wonderful occasion. We got a lot of smiles, so that means Ed will be a winner. Keep up that spirit. I've been a native of West Haven all my life, and I'm so happy to introduce the O'Brien family. They will be a transfusion for West Haven. We've got to get on that map again.
Yes, we do.
So, I just want you to meditate a moment for all the disasters that are taking place all over the country and abroad. And with that moment of silence, I want us all to put our hand on our heart and do the Pledge of Allegiance of America.
Flag behind you guys.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
to the flag
of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible,
with
with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very, very much. And I'm very proud to introduce Ed's two children. Caitlin, who is 17 and is a senior at West Haven High, and we have his handsome son, David, who goes to Bailey. And now I think I'll turn this over to Caitlin, who will be our next model of, what do you think, 2015? Thank you all.
Hi, I'm Caitlin O'Brien. I'm an honor student at West Haven High School. I'll be attending the University of Tampa next year, and this is my brother, David. He's an honor student at Bailey Middle School. So we were born and raised in West Haven, and my parents have taught us that one must give back to their community. I remember being dragged to beach cleanups when I was in elementary school, and continue to participate in them today. Although now I have a different outlook on getting my hands dirty and doing what has to be done to better the community. Because of my efforts, the beach was clean and safe. I've come to realize that the only way to change something for the better is to take an active role in the movement yourself. My father has taken an active role in bettering the city of West Haven. He has served on the city council and participates in many organizations that will help West Haven to thrive. My father has showed me the true meaning of dedication. He has put in countless hours, grown a few gray hairs, and most importantly, never gives up because he knows this city was meant for greatness. As Walt Disney said, a man should never neglect his family for success, and my father never has. He always includes his family in what he does, and supports my brother and I in everything we can do. I remember daddy-daughter bonding time, which include lip drafts for various campaigns and stuffing envelopes from headquarters. He also supported us in everything we have done, and has watched every 7-hour-long Irish step dance recital and sat through every basketball game. I know he will continue to be there for us in our future endeavors. My father is a man that I look up to. I know he will better this wonderful city in every way he can. He goes above and beyond what is expected of him. And I know he will lead the city to greatness. So, it is my privilege to introduce to you my father, the future mayor of West Haven, Edward O'Brien.
Thank you, everybody. First of all, there's no gray hairs anywhere. Other than that, thank you, Dave. I want to thank Marie Lockabell for emceeing today. I want to welcome here everybody today. I see a lot of friends here and a lot of new faces, and I want to thank everybody for coming out and helping kick off my campaign. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Ed O'Brien, and I was raised just 2 blocks from here on Washington Avenue by my mother Annette, who everybody knows, and my father Dermot, a New Haven police officer who passed away when I was in my late teens. Together they instilled in me honesty and hard work was the only way to get to where you wanted to be, and for that I thank them.
Yeah.
I'm a proud graduate of West Haven High School. I graduated from Bowman Technical School in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and Gemological Institute of America in Manhattan, New York. And I presently own Goldworks across the street in our downtown. In 1987, that's okay, we can clap for Goldworks.
Fix my watch.
Right.
It's my favorite place.
20% off all day tomorrow. In 1987, I married my wife of 26 years, Roberta. Roberta has 2 children, Caitlin and David, and they both go to West Haven school system, as they said. Early on in our marriage, my wife and I moved to New York due to our jobs. But when it came time to have children, we decided to raise our family in West Haven, a city we both love and have great hope for. In 2004, I was asked to run for city council on the current administration's ticket. I was told a bunch of promises that simply weren't kept. As I rose to the position of chairman, I tried to work as a team with the current administration, but because I questioned the approach and the results, I was increasingly left out of all decision-making roles and replaced by people who followed the mayor 100%. All one has to do is look at his controlled council to see that not one time in the current term has that council voted in contrary to the mayor. Not once. This is bad government.
We're going to change that.
We're going to change it. Let's talk about bad government and broken promises, and we'll start with education. We were promised a better education system, higher test scores, and a school system we could be proud of. What did we get? We got 2 closed schools, overcrowded classrooms, declining test scores, and a Board of Ed that their budget is increasing year after year.
Do nothing there.
Let's talk about our hiring practices. We were promised that we would see qualified, experienced staff. We would only hire the best and the brightest. What did we get? We got people that are hired because of who they knew and not the quality of their resume.
How true.
We got people who had no experience in departments they were hired to lead, and in some cases we had to pay for their education or teach them their job. They're people they were hired to lead, we're teaching them. That's not the best and the brightest. It's not what we were promised.
Nope.
Let's talk about our finances. We were promised an operating deficit that would be retired in 5 years under some 5-year plan. We were promised a streamlined fiscal operation of our city and a reduction of bonding. We were promised contracts would all go out to bid and all cities' finances would be transparent. What did we get? We got a $10.5 million deficit some 8 years later, worse off than when the 5-year plan began. We got the blame game. It's everybody's fault. It's the council's fault. All surrounding towns around here are flourishing. Why can't we? You have to ask yourself, why can they flourish in this economy and we can't? We got considerably worse, our West Haven finances. You know the reason why? Poor leadership. It's poor leadership.
We're going to change that.
We get referred to surpluses every year and realize the deficit in the winter when the audited numbers come out. I suspect because it's an election year and our bills aren't getting paid presently, what we'll hear the same old reports of surpluses soon, but don't be fooled. Wait until the audit comes out, all the bills are paid. You know the old saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Well, folks, we were fooled 7 years in a row. I would say transparency went out the window with the 5-year plan. Last but not least, let's talk about economic development. We were promised a downtown we could be proud of, a real effort to attract and maintain new businesses, a commitment to increase our commercial base, and we would reduce the tax burden on our homeowners. What did we get?
Potholes.
We got a downtown where the streets are filthy and desperate need of repair.
Potholes.
We got an area on the train station that is barren of any new development. We got a post road that is vastly different than our orange neighbors, and the revenue collected is vastly different also.
Right.
Long-time businesses are leaving West Haven for good, and the homeowners are still paying most of the taxes. This must change. As you can see, we were promised a lot and got nothing. We've waited a long time and we cannot wait any longer. That is why I'm announcing tonight that I am running for mayor. My vision is My vision is a downtown where every resident could come, shop, find the products they need, and feel safe as they walk down the street. I will work tirelessly to attract large-scale development to the Post Road and the train station area. Downtown.
Count the car.
We'll bring real relief to the taxpayers of West Haven. We must shift the burden from our homeowners and spread it out amongst some commercial base. And I will sign the Senior Citizens Tax Relief Program. Our senior citizens gave a lot to West Haven, and they deserve to stay in their homes as long as they would like. I envision a city where the streets are clean, the education system is attractive to potential home buyers as well as students and families, where you don't have to look for education alternatives in our surrounding towns. Currently in West Haven, we have a culture in City Hall where one man rules. That will change. If this were a football game, the person in charge now is the quarterback, the wide receiver, the kicker, the groundskeeper, the guy making the hot dogs, and the parking attendant. I only need to be the quarterback. One man cannot know everything about every issue, and after 8 years, we see the results of that.
Yeah, we do.
I won't pretend to know everything. I'll hire a team of qualified people to oversee departments and hold each of them and every other employee accountable to the taxpayers.
Yeah.
When I'm sworn in on the first Sunday of December, I'll have my team in place and we'll hit the ground running. And we will work with everybody. We'll work with the state, we'll work with our attorneys, we'll work with our bonding houses, we'll work with our auditors. We will deal with that $10.5 million deficit. We won't promise, we will do it.
Yeah.
But I need help in getting across the street to that third floor, that corner window.
Gotta clean the windows.
I know with the team I'm about to introduce, and each of your help, we will get there. Together, we can do better. Thank you.
Good job, Ed.
Okay, now we spent the last few months putting together what I feel is a great team, and we're going to hit the streets. We're going to start campaigning next week, door to door. You'll see us on the streets a lot this summer. So I'd like to call out my city clerk, Marguerite Burke. Treasurer, Kathy Hendricks. Sorry, Kathy. Here, walk on the mulch. Our tax collector, Debbie Grady.
Oh, sure.
We all know Debbie's husband, Bob. He's around here somewhere. Debbie. City Council, Nicholas Ruckles. Ralph Everly. The one and only Joseph Palmucci. Emilio Encarnacion. Jim O'Brien. Tracy Morrissey. Marilyn Wilkes. Louise Martone. John Lewis, who's out of the city today, he had plans with his wife. So John Lewis will be running at large. And Sean Cronin will be running for city council at large. He got called into work. We all know he's a Bridgeport police officer. He got called in tonight. He won't be here. Now we're on to the Board of Ed. Sue Walker. Rosemary Russo. And the one and only James Morrissey. Board of Tax Review, Eric Murillo. And Bill Demises. This is our team. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to turn it back to Marie.
Do you feel inspired?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready, set, go?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I want to see this enthusiasm flow, flow, and flow. And thank you all so much for participating. And now we're going to have a little refreshments and a little reception at the Elks, so we can have a little jolly time. And everybody has smiles. I don't want to see long faces. Fight, fight, fight. You guys are terrific. And thank you, Ed. Our team. We got a great team, and we'll be out there to help you. So if you're having any great situations, just contact them.
This
Ready
is
to
one.
fight.
The mother of Eddie O'Brien.
Oh, yes.
She's on the team.
I'm very sorry.
And the wife of Eddie O'Brien.
And the wife and the mother of Eddie O'Brien.
Mother.
I'm sorry, folks. You all got a great smile. God bless you all, and let's have fun.